Going to use our topographic profile website, the GeoContext Center for Geographic Analysis topographic profile creator. We'll go to zoom in to the Scottish Highlands so we can see all four of the key landform regions if we go from the Scottish Highlands over here to the Alps. So we go down to our profile, and as we go from the Scottish Highlands, we can see the differences. So we first off have our northern and western highlands and uplands, which we said corresponds to much of the United Kingdom, with the exception of the southern and eastern part, where it definitely gets flatter, where we find London, but we see the North European plain. Once again, the North European plain we find on both sides of the North Sea in the English Channel. So we see it in the English side, or the southeastern part of the United Kingdom, but also in France as well, where we see very flat, very low-lying, lowland area. And then we eventually get to a little bit of more of an upland area. And so that would correspond with our central uplands, a very lightly populated area, but there's some key rivers that come through this particular area. What I'm not going to talk too much about, the Rhone River comes right through this particular area and works its way from the central uplands down to the Mediterranean Sea. So then our fourth and final landform region we can see with the Alpines, much highland, much more upland area, much higher elevation than we would see in the central uplands or the northern and western highlands. Just to further emphasize some particular patterns, let's see if we can see more about this central upland area. And so what I'm going to do is I'm now going to go from southern France to let's go up to the Baltic states. So essentially what I've done here now is I've gone through much of the central upland area of France, Germany, part of the Czech Republic, and we can see the key difference between the central uplands or the central plateau versus the North European plain area. So this is a further way just to showcase the differences in the elevation and ruggedness and topography we find in these areas that at first might seem like they're both quite similar. Now actually they're quite different, especially when we compare their topographic profiles.